Now the question is it a sinking ship, or has the oh my fuck, 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 fuck. Yeah, that deserved that. Is the ship sinking, or has the ship already sunk? There you go. That's what I was going for. Welcome to the Dying Channel. Welcome to the I don't even know what my attempt is doing these streams every day, right? I could only talk about modern events for so long without getting frustrated. I can't help but get upset whenever I look up topics and look at things and see what's going on just for the purpose of talking on it and providing content, which is currency that's only value is to waste time that we have so little of, time that's precious that we're going to look back on years from now and go, wow, I could have made better use of my time. Instead, I chose to, I don't know, watch a shitty stream or potentially, I don't know, watch some video. You're already wasting time as it is. And this is adding to that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But welcome anyways to the stream, whether or not it's being watched or whether or not you're watching it after. This is my attempt of streaming every day in October, which might just not do it. I might just pull a Jarek 120 and stop doing them just because I don't think it's providing any service to the channel and or providing any service to me. It's just raising my blood pressure every time I look things up and just go through the news for general miscellaneous stuff. Today, I didn't even prepare much. It's just two things. That's it. So my level of preparation and or care is not even really as high as I would want it to be. 2 seconds to the first car crash. Not only 2 seconds to the first car crash, but also a complete catastrophe, I would say. Maybe I think that was a six for car crash, and it deserved it because it started off with a complete bomb. I was telling the story of how I bombed at the urgent care. Now, with this face, I have to be very careful as to how I use the word bomb, right? The context is key. But I was mentioning as to my complete bombing at the urgent care office. And those are memories that stick with me every time I don't land a joke because they happen so little. That's the problem. They happen so little. Every time I tend to hit a joke and it nails and it hits, you don't tend to remember those. You remember the bombs. Ellington here says, fun fact, I have not watched the Titanic, thinking I should watch it before they reboot it. No, it's not a great movie. Maybe the visuals were great for 1994 or whatnot, but I don't recommend watching it unless you want to be frustrated, right? If you think about the movie for more than, I don't know, a millisecond, you would realize that the entire thing is just a waste, right? You see the classism in the boats, right? There's obviously the difference between the peons and the people like Billy Zane, I guess, that were playing the aristocrats, right? And you have Rose, who's pretty much part of this, trying to be a part, I guess, through penetration of this aristocratic class. And then she ends up with fucking Leo DiCaprio, even though he's like he's hot, but he's poor. And then it shows her, oh, wait, look at this guy. He has character. And she pretty much throws away her entire life with Billy Zane's character for a fling with Leo DiCaprio. And guess who ends up living? Billy Zane's character. Spoilers. So it's not even worth it. And I just spoiled most of it, which is a good thing. My spoiling of the movie is a good thing. So don't think that it's annoying that I told you essentially what happens. And the worst part, right? They've done the dumb test. Obviously, the water was Arctic, right? So you can't really manage and you're going to have hypothermia. But there were many things that could have been done, right? That could have maybe saved Leo DiCaprio's character instead of him just drowning while Rose and her frankly whore self, being really a good example of a whore, ended up making it while he died. So it's a good lesson to be learned. Happily here until the Titanic is completely eaten through by rust. Good to have you, right? You'd be the equivalent of the people playing the fiddle while the sink was my fucking while the ship was sinking. Also, Manel from PigCake artist fame sent me this shirt, and I realized maybe I outgrew it. Right, I asked for a small, but the sleeves are a little bit too tight. They fit as what we call down here as a puto fit, right? Which is a short shirt to make it look like you've done some exercise. Ben Shapiro with a redacted message. I never liked those. Billy Zanes was abusive to her while Jack was a nice guy. Only in the instance, right? Only in the instance of the ship. It could have been very well nice outside of the context of the ship. I'm sure you've gone through a vacation with your loved one where you just wanted nothing but to throw her overboard, right? I'm sure we've all gone through that. So maybe that was just a lull in the grandiose relationship that they had, right? You never thought of that. Hello, Bubula. I don't know what that means. Sounds Jewy, to be honest. Sounds a little bit Jewy. I don't know how I feel with you saying that, me being an Arabic man, considering that everything in my blood says, hey, you're not supposed to like them, right? But guess what? I love them. I love the women especially. Some people pull attention to their nose. Some people pull attention to their voice. No, I love that. I want a Jewy woman. That's what we would in the business call the show, or what we would call these nuts, right? That's what we would call these nuts, which is the video that I want to start with here. These nuts. I don't think I've ever seen the entirety of this video, and if you haven't, this should be in the Smithsonian for how it's affected our modern culture. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. I think this is art at this point.
Damn. Hey, Staves. Hey, Jalen, my daddy there? Yeah. Then let me tell him something just real quick. Alright. What's up, Jalen? What's up, Dad? Hey, Dad. What's good? Oh. Hey, did something come in the mail today? What? Did something come in the mail today? Oh, because some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Yeah. That is a moment in time in our culture that we should immortalize, not just in the confines of the internet, but in a museum. I believe that someone like Indiana Jones should go out of his way to take that moment and put it in a museum, because we have lots of things in museums that are not worth anything. That has changed, I think, modern culture. Because of that, we probably had the invasion and the whole thing overseas with ISIS, I believe, right? That's the butterfly effect. That small little thing was the gust of wind that caused a hurricane thousands of miles away. So I guess that's the video that I chose to start the stream with, which is a good indication of where this stream and this channel is going, I feel, right? Especially today where I'm kind of limited because I have an engagement that I have to attend. So I don't know if this is going to be the full length of the usual hour that I've allotted to these streams, because I do need to get a little bit ready. Believe it or not, I am a magician, but I shower, right? I do basic hygiene. I trim my nails. I condition my hair, right? I shower my body, as I've mentioned in the previous streams. He could bite through a tree with those teeth. Yeah, I've had nightmares with teeth like that. I'm sure that means something to do with sexual repression or some weird Freudian thing. But you have nightmares of just coughing up and spitting out teeth. That's happened to me many times. And that would be what that would look like if it wasn't in a nightmare and it was reality. But alas, because of those teeth, it's immortal. Those teeth, because of the whole appearance, it's immortalized him in modern culture as the these nuts guy. And now, anytime you misdirect somebody and hit him with a these nuts, you have to thank him. I believe we should salute that man. It's a Jewish thing, a term of endearment. I'm glad I'm being a part of that circle, because I want to be a part of that circle in the Jewish community. And by that circle, I mean the vagina. That is the Jewish woman's vagina. That would be the nuts, as it's called. I believe that's a term from the gambling world, by the way, the nuts. I think it's when you hold aces or when you have a really good hand. It's called the nuts. So my nuts would be the inside of a Jewish woman. And as an Arabic man, it makes it a little bit more. It's like the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, where Larry David, being a very Jewy dude, gets with a very Arabic woman because of their dislike of Jews. It's very funny, but see, that I wouldn't want to spoil. I wouldn't want to spoil that particular episode because it is another more culturally relevant than the Titanic, I believe. I was watching that bit again on it's a great crime documentary called The Longest or something in regards to long shot, I believe, and it's how Larry David essentially got a person out of prison. See, that's the true innocence, right? What the Innocence Project should be, as I've mentioned in a previous stream, that sort of stuff, right? A guy that was just at a baseball game with his daughter that got accused falsely of being a murderer because of a bunch of shitty cops. In this case, I see that's a relevant one, right? Not the ones that they're spewing, which happen to be actual people that have committed murders. Very interesting little bit there, but it shows how Larry David ended up freeing or allowing this individual to get out because of a massive coincidence, hence the name Longshot. Tremendous little documentary, and the odds of just that happening, ridiculous, astronomical. Let's see what I have here. I have 2 videos, by the way. I keep poking fun at our friends overseas, right, from the United Kingdom. I keep poking fun at them and, making fun of their diet, their appearance, their phrases, things like that. But then I see a video like the one that I saw today, a little TikTok. And, I have to say, I might consider switching sides. And I might just have an entire stream dedicated to how Pinterest is ruining modern society. Believe it or not, you might think Pinterest is in the periphery of modern care. No. Pinterest, I think, is the foundation for the crumbling of modern society. And it's because of things like this that I'm going to show you that I do believe that the people overseas have a little bit of ammunition towards us. Let me see if I could show you here really quickly. This is something that I thought was a small little trend, something that's not going to catch on. But then I end up seeing more of it and more of it and more of it. And now it's a thing. Now it's a thing. So let me show you, give you some context here. Just a small little TikTok. I hope you could see it. Again, TikTok's desktop is cancer. But this is Texas Roadhouse, which is a chain restaurant here in the States. And this TikTok is touting as to their serving of butter boards.
Because now serves butter boards.
It's already good already.
Texas Roadhouse now serves.
Now, you might think to yourself, as a normal, rational human, right? What's a butter board? And slowly it dawns on you. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Butter boards.
It's a literal board of wood with what looks like to be butter slathered all over it with some honey drizzle and some more butter. Some more butter on it. And I thought this was an isolated incident. I thought, oh, this is just gross. This is Texas Roadhouse being disgusting. No, this is a thing. Butter boards are a thing. Look it up online. People get boards like the charcuterie boards that are so prevalent among hipster white girls, right? I know so many people that, oh, I set up a charcuterie board. Oh, you set up bits of ham and cheese on a board? And restaurants that do this and charge like $80 for a piece of cheese and a fucking ham. Oh, but it's special ham from Spain. No, it's not. It's ham you got from a fucking Oscar Mayer tin. Now they have that with butter. With just butter. Don't get me wrong. It looks delicious, right? I'd love to slather some bread on that bitch and put it down my gullet. But at the same time, to have the existence, the mere existence of that. You guys have some ammo against us, okay? I have to say, this is one instance where I'm taking an L for the USA. You have some ammunition. I'm here defending the good old red, white, and blue, even against people that live in the red, white, and blue and like to bitch and moan. I'm out here as a defendant, right? Just taking bullets for the red, white, and blue. I understand our faults, right? But then you come from somewhere, in the United Kingdom, and you make fun of us, right, for our little quirks, and yet you're over there with your problems, as you've heard here on the stream, me complaining about you guys often. this is one time when you guys have some ammunition, right? You guys have some ammo against us with the butter boards. The next stream, I feel, maybe tomorrow, might be against Pinterest. Might be just a Pinterest stream, an anti-Pinterest stream, and how Pinterest is pretty much the downfall of modern society. Let's see here. The philosophical depth of this channel is unparalleled. Yeah, you come here for some deep philosophical talk for sure. I believe I've probably objectified women in every single stream I've done this month. It seems to be a common trend. And actually, it's going to carry off into today, because I found another video where people are objectifying themselves. They're rating themselves. And it's from that same YouTube channel. It's going to demonetize me showing you this video, but I think it's well worth it. I think it's well worth it just for the education it's providing you. My goodness, man. Is this, I don't know if this is a common trend with these style of like soccer jerseys. Very appreciative, Manel, that you sent me the shirt. It says PigCake on the back, PigCake 69. But the material is like, it feels like the same material that you would wear in like an elementary school play when you're playing a dog or you're playing some sort of tree, and it gives you this weird polyester cancer feeling. That's what I'm getting. Rate myself. Okay, well, you have to rate the whole context, right? I feel like you have to rate the whole context. Now, appearance, I'm immediately at a handicap. Immediately, because I'm 5'3", right? I say 5'3", but it's been debated. I'm 5'3", right? We'll go with that. So that immediately puts me at a handicap. No question about it, right? I'm not with the incel mentality of, you know, oh, man, yeah, it's not for you. No, all right? It's a fact, right? If you're a woman, you're more attracted to taller men because you want that to continue in your lineage, right? You're attracted to that because, you know, that's essentially what you want to create more of. You want to create more of that, a tall person. You don't want a short little gremlin, right? And I understand that. So I have to make up for that lack of height with humor and jokes and personality. And I think I have more than enough of that. But to give myself a number, let's see. You really have to feel this. 7.5. 7.5. That's with the handicap of not having the height, right, of a normal individual. That's what the handicap of that. 7.5. I think that's fair, right? Most people would say 9. A lot of dumb bitches would say 10. Ill, right? 7.5. It's a C. It's a C. It's not a D, right? Even though a D is not a failing grade from my understanding now. So I think a 7.5. All right, is that accurate? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. 7.5. Maybe I'll have some friends with vaginas give me a rating, and then we'll pull the average. But I feel like that's accurate. It's not asking for too much. On some days, I could see why maybe I hit the 6.9, right? I could see that. I could totally understand that. I'm with that. But I think the context is also important. And the context being, I'm a funny dude. I have a lot of personality. I have a lot of, dedication to certain things. My hobbies are varied, right? They're interesting. I think I'm an interesting person. So it all gets pulled together in this. I work out, right? I'm not just a slob. Although I would argue that at some points in the channel, I was a slob, looking at myself, looking back. Isn't the average time in modern times 6 foot? The average for a man is 5'8", right? 5'8" to 5'9". That's the average for a normal sized man. The average for a normal sized woman is about 5'2". So I'm about the average size of a woman. I get it, right? Unfortunately, my mom decided to procreate with a shorter, not shorter, a short Arabic man. And alas, I'm the byproduct of that. 7.5 is very good. It's what most women deserve, says Peter Prime. Thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, if you're accepting my rating of myself. Kyle Novell says 5. Okay. All right. A little harsh, to be honest. I believe I would give a 5. No, actually, I was going to say Lizzo. Lizzo is like a 2, right? So to put me in proximity with that is a little bit insulting. But maybe you're a person that values height more so than personality, which makes you, in fact, very vain and vapid and And I disagree with you, but I understand it. What I understand it. You're wrong, but I understand it. Have you seen a channel called Conservative Twins? Definitely think you would like their channel. I'm familiar with them, the Hodge twins, right? They used to make workout content. I believe they were both veterans. Funny dudes, right? Funny dudes. And I do like their stuff. I'm not subscribed, funnily enough, but I do like their style of video, and I think they're very funny. The number depends on the person. Someone could see you were a 4. Others could see you as a 10. That is true. That is true. I've seen complete troglodytes be with 9s and 10s, right? But then you wonder, what's wrong with the 9s and 10s? What's wrong? Or maybe they see something that others don't. It's like, what's that movie? Shallow Hal, if you recall that movie, with Rob Schneider is a stapler. With Rob Schneider, where he sees her, but she's really morbidly obese, but he sees her as a supermodel. I believe my memory serves me correct. Peter Prime says woman average is 5, so you could easily have the most over average women, right? Well, I tend to like short women, right? But I think my next, what I want to conquer, I want to conquer a tall woman, right? And I say conquer, and I mean that in the sense of the word, like conquer, like a country, right? Conquer, like I want to colonize a tall woman. That would kind of be my goal in life. At least my goal for the next person that I get with sexually. I want to get a really tall person. But that's harsh, man. That's hard. It's very aggressive. I was at a bar the other day, and we ran into some old acquaintances, and they're all 6'2". And then I realized I'm in this little, just looking up on everyone. Just, hey, man, what's up? And then I'm like, I hate this. What is this? How does it look like looking down? I almost wanted to have them record to see what it looks like with me looking up and talking to all these giant fucking people. Oh, hey, man, what's up? Everything good with you? Yeah? All right. I'm glad you have to look at the literal floor in order to make conversation with me. That's how it felt. It's awful. But again, I can't do anything about it, right? If it was maybe weights, yeah, you could become more fit. You know, you could hide certain imperfections in your face. Height, unless you get very painful largening surgery. There was a kid that I know that was given hormones as a kid, from my understanding, that to try to make his, I don't even know how that would work. I feel like that's some juju. Jim Jeffries rated himself in a special and gave himself a 5. Okay. All right. Well, maybe he has a less value in himself than I do. I see myself pretty highly, believe it or not. My ego is quite massive. I've been accused of having a big ego. I think that's necessary with my height. So I see myself as a 7.5. Tall women have huge vaginas. You really want that? Yes, I do, because I think it's a trade-off, right? I know that there's going to be some things, right, as a tall woman. And tall women are, I think, as self-conscious as larger women, because they're not common. They're very different. Well, here in the States, if you're from overseas, you might say, oh, everyone over there is very big, you know? All you guys with your, and you make fun of us for that and our school shootings. I get it, right? But tall women are very rare. So they tend to be very self-conscious about that. At least the ones that I've known. Let me go through here. Sorry, you heard it here first. Piggy says he's an average woman. That is true. Yeah, I'm very progressive in that. Again, as I've mentioned before, people have accused me of not being progressive. I'm very progressive. I'm a woman. 2 bonus points equals 7. Your humor is superior. Thank you for that. But here's the thing, right? Me as a 7.5, if I go to that local bar that I'm always mentioning, or I've mentioned before, where the rules are everybody gets plus, I think 4. Was that it? Yeah. It might have been everybody gets plus 4. I'm a supermodel. I'm a supermodel in there, especially compared to the rest of the troglodytes. So, you know, maybe in a supermarket I'd be less, but definitely in that bar, your boy's a dime. I'm a dime piece, which is funny because, again, that ties in. Look at that smooth transition, my friends, that smooth transition. I also have to be aware of the time. I have to be aware of the timing here because I want to make sure I have enough time to get ready. And pregame, which is also the name of this particular live stream, the pregame, because I will be partaking in pregame. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that now. I should, but I have to be smart. I've realized... And this was my mistake for waiting till 27 to start drinking. But I'm at the point where I really have to manage my liquor. I have to manage it. I have to control it. I have to not consume too much. Make sure I consume water enough. I have to. It's like a diabetic, right? I have to be a diabetic when it comes to my liquor. Yesterday I had a lot of sake, and that didn't result in a great morning. Especially I had some endeavors. Look at this drip, says Manel. I was just talking about it and how it feels like a one of those costumes that you would wear as a kid to a play. You play soccer in this? Like, that would be insane. I feel like the sweat right now. The sweat isn't going through the shirt, but I feel the sweat on my stomach. All right, can I do the little titty bounce? Yeah, look at that. Hey, this one is rough. This one I kind of have to force it, but this one, look at that. Look at that little titty bounce. Hey, boys, your boy's out here on that push-up tip, doing all sorts of weird push-ups. The Hindu ones, where you're like fucking pretty much. These are rough when you do them here, and then you do them at your waist, and you try to go up and down like that. Do that. Try to do that and feel like your wrist is not breaking. That's so funny. I stopped drinking at 27. Imagine watching this guy climbing onto a bar stool. That's also another part that's rough. A lot of these bars have chairs for average men. Of course, me being not an average man, which is kind of sexist, by the way, because you're precluding the women. You're making the tall boys really tall, so you kind of have to hop. I was bitching because I was doing this the other day. Like one of these. I'm just swinging my legs. Like it's I don't know, like I'm a fucking kid in a candy factory, right? Just this right here. Can't help it. I think Kevin Hart has a bit on that. Norm Bathwater says hello with about 14,000 emojis. That you remind me of college girls. Of your emoji use there. See that Oliver Tree video where he's with a super tall girl? Cowboys don't cry. You know, I'm not a huge fan. I've seen a couple of those his vids. Not a huge fan. I think he's trying too hard. Coming from this guy, right? So this is another video that I saw of individuals rating themselves from this cringe channel. It's a cringe channel, but I love it. I'm not subscribed. I should be, to be honest, because it's just it really shows you society and their unrealistic portrayal, right? I think I'm being fairly realistic. I think I'm kind of being realistic. I'm being honest, right? Especially with myself, because I'm rating myself. I'm my type, right? If I were to clone myself, I would have no problem doing stuff to myself, right? I wouldn't have an issue. So in this particular case, I think objectively, we could all come to a consensus that some of the people might have been a little bit too generous with their ratings. But let me see if I could smoothly transition into this. Look at that. Production value, my friends. I also want to do something about this. This is very annoying on OBS. It's just dumb behind the scenes shit. But I want to be able to take those down, and I can't do it because they're very racist when it comes to their use of shapes. Like, I can't make this a circular shape, at least from my knowledge. So it's all rectangles and squares. I don't want sharp angles. Sharp angles scare me, right? I'm living in 2022. I'm scared of everything as I'm being taught by modern media. So I'm scared of sharp angles. In this case, I want to be able to round this off so it looks at least a little bit better. And also, I kind of fucked myself with the positioning on this. I'm just bitching at myself. I apologize. Norm Bathwater, 14 messages and saxophones. PigCake was a 7. But he's looking a little chunky now, so he's a 5.5. I'm not chunky, okay? Your boy's out here doing some push-ups every day, right? Let me see if I could flex myself out. Wouldn't that be great if I have some sort of medical emergency while doing a live stream? But I've compared myself to previous videos, and I could say I'm happy. I used to be a little chunk, or a little chunkers, but your boy's getting out of that chunk rut. So this is same channel, Cuts, right? Where they do weird dating things. This guy just makes me want to Goldberg spear him through the earth just as fucking standing there. I'm sorry. I'm irrationally upset at a person standing. But let's see what this one is. We asked strangers to rate the attractiveness of strangers. I don't know if this is the one that I wanted to show. I might have been grossly mistaken here. Actually, no, this is the one. This is definitely the one. But this is it's I mean, it's self-explaining here. Let's just see if we could get through it as a PigCake community.
Hi, I'm Ray.
I'm Matthew. My name is Raymond. I'm a talent scout. Today, I'm here to judge people's attractiveness.
And how do you measure attractiveness?
Uniqueness, if you're beautiful, how you speak.
To me, I think it's more just about, does your appearance convey who you are deep inside?
That guy's a 4. I think that guy's a 4. Maybe I should rate them as we go along, right? I think that could be a good one. This guy objectively is a 4. There are many reasons for that. I believe the ill-fitting, and I don't get me wrong, I have a duck walk. I've mentioned this before, right? I have a very aggressive duck walk. But the stance here, I don't understand what this knees touching thing is. That's kind of rough to me. And it doesn't seem like it seems like this is way too stretched for this, right? He's got my legs, but the torso of a man of regular proportions. So I would say a 4 here.
I'm obviously not someone who is super conventionally attractive, so my perspective may be a bit different.
So what makes you qualified to be ranking people's attractiveness today?
I'm a classically trained dancer.
an
I also
8
have done a pageant before.
What kind of things
5.
are they judging?
It's an 8.5, I feel. I think. Yeah, 8.5. I feel confident about that one. Also, I'm biased because I really like Asian women.
In pageant.
If you have a nice smile, if you have nice eyes. Usually height is like a huge factor in pageantry.
How attractive are you? Give yourself a rating.
I consider myself a solid 6.
I think 7. I feel like both physically and in terms of like...
I feel like they're going to give themselves way lower, right? And then they're going to give others like, oh, you're a 9. You're a 9.5 for sure. Now, you got to be honest. Be honest with yourself, right? Through honesty, you improve yourself. I don't think we're too honest with ourselves. Everyone's telling us, no, you're so good. Now, you got to be honest, and then that's what leads to improvement. But no, she's definitely, 8. I think there's a close-up really did some work there, but still 8. That's a high score. Definitely higher than I rated myself.
Like my character, I could use some work.
You're crazy. I give you a 10.
I'm a 10? I mean, you should always think you're a 10. That's important.
No. I think you should be realistic and then work to strive towards that. But homeboy here...
Especially in this business.
Okay, let's do it.
Huh. You know what? Okay, let's... No, you know, I hate the fucking blazer and jeans look. Right? Oh, I'm going to put a blazer, but I'm going to put some jeans because I'm cash. Let me just put some cash looks here. Because of that look alone, I'm giving him a 6. This dude right here is a 6 for sure. You got the fucking high top Nikes. You got the blazer with the V-neck. Come on, man. The tat here, the neck tat that you can't hide unless you have a high collared shirt. No, 6.
Hello? Your vibe is like chill. You look like a character, honestly.
I think you
Same
see
with this guy. What's this? Right? This is the whole context. It can't just be the looks. It has to be the context of the individual. And the context is also the clothing they're wearing, how they present themselves. You're aware, unless they got pulled from the street, right? But, oh, you agreed to be a part of a video. Maybe they did like a casting call. So you know that you're going to show up on a set. You know, you're going to have to look a certain way. And you show up with a fucking blazer or a sports coat and a fucking hoodie. What? What is this shit? What in the Express? And what in the Express mannequin? Okay, I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me do this. Okay. Yeah, what in the Express mannequin deserved a car crash? But am I off here? I feel like I might be off here. Peter Prime, you are way too strict with the men's rating and too generous with the women. Yes, because I am a heterosexual. Because I like vagina. So I'm going to be biased, right? And if they happen to have features that I particularly enjoy or like in a woman, like, you know, Asian features, I'm going to say, hey, high score. Right? You got a high score. Where conventionally you might disagree. She's a 5. Dancer with a 5 rating, that sucks. Maybe he needs a P. Women tell PigCake they love him like a brother. You know what? You get the pin of glory for that. You get the pin of glory for that, Norm. That one did a number on me. That is the mark of death. When somebody says, no, you're so funny. Oh, God, yeah, please. But you get the pin of glory, Norm Bathwater. I hope you appreciate it, man. I hope you appreciate it. That's a strong one too. I don't think I've given a pin of glory recently. I've given nothing but pins of shame. So you get a pin of glory. I have to put it on my to-do list that I have to make a graphic, right? Put these dudes in suits. Well, put these dudes with a little bit of grooming, at least homeboy here, right? At least this guy. There's some attempt at a grooming, maybe, right? The beard is trimmed, but just the rest of it is a fucking catastrophe. Same with this. What's this New York shit? What is this New York shit with the fucking cap, with the unkempt beard, with the fucking jacket, and this? What is this? Maybe as a Miamian, I don't understand this look, but you're wearing two long sleeves, man. You have a long sleeve, and then you got another long sleeve. If you got another shirt under that, like, it's done. We're over. Let's go through this.
He like hangs out at a bar in the East Coast somewhere. How would you describe yourself as a person?
Cantankerous at best.
What do you not like about the way that you look?
Nothing. Like when I look in the mirror, I'm trying to just be like, okay, that's just you. You ever have like that time where you go into the bathroom and you won't look at yourself in the mirror?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When I take a shower and then I can see myself in the mirror.
You know, the profile. I might go back on my score here. On the Asian, you know, I would say I was too generous. I think the side profile, maybe the outfit. I like that sort of cutesy outfit, right? Long skirts. You got a sweater. It's kind of cutesy. I like that. I'm gonna get her a lower than me, but still reasonable. 7.2. 7.2. I think is a reasonable one, right? I'm not gonna pick that up, unfortunately. I don't know. That's how millionaires dress: sweatpants with custom-made dress shoes, right? Yeah, that guy for sure is worth. He'll be the type of dude that's like, what's your net worth? Oh, 300 mil. What do you do? I can't tell you that. But he looks like that, right? And then you realize, oh, these pants are custom made in Italy. This is like a tweed jacket from the back of hairy otters, right, that were extinct. This shirt is like a Virgil Abloh, stupid off-white one that he wore as he died. You end up finding out things and you realize, oh, okay, I get it.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll turn the other way and shower like facing the other way.
I think like you carry yourself with confidence. You like put effort into your appearance, and I think that's admirable. 7.5.
As a talent scout,
I think that guy that was just talking definitely owns a 20-sided die. Am I wrong in saying that? I think that could be accurate, right? He looks like he has a 20-sided die that he carries on him, like as a everyday carry, right? So that's my vibe. I forgot what I gave him. Maybe a 4. I think the 4 was accurate.
Into your appearance, and I think that's admirable. 7.5.
as a talent scout, I could see him as, you know, the cook, the grandpa, the uncle, so I see potential in Luke.
Thank you.
My rating for you would be a 10.
Generous.
I really like self-acceptance because
generous.
those are things that I'm trying to do, so I really admire it when I can see those qualities in another person.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Whatever.
A fucking 2, dude. A 2. What was that? What was that? What is that?
Hello.
What is
Hi,
this?
Nice to meet you.
Whatever.
What is that?
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What? No, yeah, 2. I'm sorry. The whole context, right? I could see a wife beater. The jacket would probably be fly on someone, but no. This dude gets a 2. The broccoli haircut. Des.
My very first
Des. Is that short for something? Desmond, maybe? No, that's that. My boy's a 2 here. That guy doesn't own a D20. He's also got the exotic shapes. Guaranteed he's a D7, a D30, and a D100. Man, the knowledge here, Mike. The knowledge. He looks like a guy that owns a car that runs on vegetable oil. He has dozens of them. They're strong and race and gender bias in your distinction. Yeah, that is true. I'm very biased when it comes to my features. But you know, there's I'm seeing certain features here that I'm like, all right, I might have been too generous. But again, I'm sticking with it because it's what I felt. It's that sort of vibe inside, right? It's that vibe. I can't disagree with it.
impression was actually your cologne.
Okay, now me being an elementary cologne enthusiast, right? If I were to try to guess what this cologne he's wearing, I don't know if he's gonna mention it, but for sure he's trying to be. He looks like a hipster, but definitely Dior Savage, 100%. He's gonna go with a conventional, safe cologne that's loud, which is Dior Savage, or Versace Eros. One of those two, right? Versace Eros is like, oh, this is a niche one. Not a lot of people know about it. It's like the third most sold cologne. So I feel like one of those two. Let's see how accurate I am.
Yeah. You smell good.
Thank you.
Your hair is nice.
Does he say
I
it?
like the poof. I like your fit. Is that thrifted?
Yeah.
You got a good face. You look young. Good complexion.
I wish he would have
This
fucking
is
mentioned
Power
it.
Hold. More than 26
Why did you not
million.
mention it? Why did you not mention it? Please, I want to know what cologne you have. I know I'm right.
I feel like you might not be straight.
I'm straight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, gosh, that's a rough one. My boy went down to the 2 that I gave him. All right, my boy went down to the 2 that I gave him. I just gave him a 2 of first impression. I think I was being a little bit too harsh. 3.5, and that's being generous, right? But homeboy just lost 2 points because of that weird.
Okay,
What about this person's outfit? Red, gay.
deep neckline.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself? You know, what you like to do?
I go to college currently, studying mechanical engineering.
Wow, that I could never. I'm a business student. I would say that increases your attractiveness.
Would you sleep with this person?
Yes, I would.
Hey.
I would rate
Hey, you know what? Homeboy's going up. I think Homeboy's going up on my unfortunately my first impression was based on the fucking terrible fit and that weird handshake that he gave her. But you know, he's going up. He's going up in my books here the more I watch this video. I feel like you might not be straight. Yeah, that was rough. I told you my virginity knows no bounds. This one is kind of hot too. Yeah. That's fucking fuck. Let's see here. I know that I skipped one. If you're only looking at her bottom half, she looks like she's ready to churn butter at a middle school field trip. I like that though. I like that skirt, right? I prefer it. Maybe it's because of the Muslim blood that runs through my veins, but I prefer to have a more conservative outfit rather than seeing your whole life, right? Seeing, oh, I could see the shape of it. I know what it looks like. Like, what's the fun in that? I want to have to work for it. I don't want to just, everyone gets it. Everyone sees it, right? Is that bad of me? Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Just making sure the time is right.
a 9.
I would give you a 7. I think your score would be
5.8. 5.8. That's where I'm sticking. I'm not changing it. 5.8. I feel like homeboy's gone up.
way more up if we're a little more confident. If you came out here like, I don't care, this is me, I'm fly. Right. Because you are fly.
You suck.
Hi. You're beautiful.
Thank you. You look like James Franco.
The first thing I notice about a person is usually their eyes.
Do you think I'm looking into your soul?
Kind of, yeah.
You have like very like vibrant eyes. You seem very warm, inviting.
Matthew, are you attracted to this person?
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian.
That makes total sense because 3 things that attract.
Like, is that a shocker to this guy? Is that a surprise? I mean, context here, right? Man, she's giving me dude at the bar vibes. That's the vibe that I'm getting, right? Dude at the bar, like homeboy that just sits there, gets a bud and a shot, right? Plays pool. Maybe that's the sort of vibe that I'm getting, but they're really selling her high here.
Have like very like vibrant eyes. You seem very warm, inviting.
Matthew, are you attracted to this person?
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian.
That makes total sense because 3 things that attract me to people is like openness, authenticity, and not being interested in men.
What do you like about yourself?
I think like my skin. Like I love my skin color. Like I said, I love my tattoos. I love this little guy here.
Yeah, that's, you know, you embrace it. You ain't hiding it. You know, I have scars too.
Tattoos. I love
What
this
is
little
that?
guy.
That's like a tracheotomy scar, no?
Here.
Yeah,
That's like that seems like somebody shoved a ballpoint in there. But okay.
You know, you embrace it. You ain't hiding it. You know, I have scars too, so I get it.
I think you're both classically beautiful, and you like express yourself in a way that shows who you are.
What? I wish they had an honest person here. Right? I wish that they had like an honest person that was like, well, listen, all right. You know, you have dudeish features. I get that that's what you're going for. I'm not attracted to that. But you do have this, which is a positive. But you do have this that's a negative. Everyone here is like, you have such wonderful aura. Like, you have such a warm, inviting personality. It's like, be honest. Honesty, we should be more honest. I have this argument with people all the time. They say lying is more effective, right? It's better. It's easier to lie sometimes. It's easier to lie, but it's also not right to lie. Just be honest, right? You might get more to lie, but you're going to feel more fulfilled with the truth, right?
I would give you a 10.
I would rank you a 10 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
I don't.
Like a 4.8 maybe, right? I think that's just objective, maybe 4.8. Maybe to another chick, she might be a 9, but that girl, I think we established she likes dudes, the Asian. So 10, come on. You know what you're doing. You can't tell people you are my type anymore. People are too sensitive. Wife has the same scar but doesn't look as clean as that. What is that for? Tracheotomy. Okay. You would do disgusting things to Aubrey Plaza. Yeah. I would. Very much so. Looks like a Jehovah's Witness, right? Jesus.
I don't really know how I would read you because there isn't a lot that like strongly says anything in particular.
Yeah.
I think you look like a guy.
Your posture's okay. Your fit is decent. What kind of shoes are those?
I have no idea.
So you don't. Do you really care about what you wear? Is that like a big thing?
This guy can't say you care about what he wears. He can't say that. He's got a fucking blazer. First of all, it's like oversized, right? At least have this be a little bit shorter. And then you're wearing skinny jeans tucked into your Nike high tops. What? If this guy makes an argument about being fashionable, I can make an argument about being fucking fashionable.
Not really.
I would rate you 6.5.
6.5 or so.
6.5. Are you hiding something with the
I
hat?
just feel more comfortable with that. I always wear hats.
You always wear hats.
Take your hat off.
Look at you're a 7. Put some gel in it, probably 7.5. We just bumped you up a whole number because you did your.
Homeboy looks like one of the Samoans from the wrestling from fucking one of the Samoan tribes, right?
Hi.
He's got fucked teeth, right? I can't really be one to judge. I have fucked teeth as well, but he does seem to have a genuine smile. I would say a 7. 7, 7 and a 7 is a good one for that guy. Maybe a 6.8, right? A 7. It's accurate, I feel. But they're really rough on him. 6.5 on that guy? No, come on.
Probably 7.5. We just bumped you up a whole number because you did your hair.
Hi. You have good style. I like the necklace. I like the nose ring, the earrings. All go very well together. I would also say that, like, you do seem like someone who is very easygoing. Like, you're not going to kill me.
Why are they doing cold reading and stuff? Like, you seem like somebody... Look at them. Look at how they're presenting themselves, right? Just rate that. You're out here trying to, like, cold read them. Their outfit says everything you need to know. It says everything you need to know. How they present themselves for this particular shoot. You don't gotta dig. Oh, you look like you're a Gemini, right? I'm getting Mercury retrograde on your future. Fuck. Talent Scout's blazer was purchased at Goodwill, almost guaranteed. Seems like it for sure. Seems like a thrifted one. But he likes to tell people that he got it off the rack. Is it not easier to lie because you always have to remember that? Like, true, right? But in the moment, it's easier to lie. Right? It's easier to lie because, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to jeopardize some sort of relationship that I have with them. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just be honest. All right? Be honest with people. I like to give the complete impression of what you're going to get when you first meet me. Because if you don't want to deal with that, then what's the point of partaking in this particular relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's meeting amicably? You're getting me. Right? And then if you don't like that, whatever. That's fine. But I'm not going to lie to you just to impress you. Right? What? Come on. Come on.
or anything.
Oh, good.
When you look in the mirror, what do you like the most?
I actually don't like looking in the mirror. I get
I don't
ready
like
with
that.
the lights off. I don't really do my makeup other than for today. So I guess I don't really know if I like what I see or I don't because I try not to look.
Call her bullshit. She knows what she looks like.
You know what you look like. You put on makeup today. You come on.
You think she's pretty?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you want to ask her out on a date?
Probably.
Are you questioning it? Like, what's in that answer?
I feel weird admitting that I'm attracted to people because I don't want to like come on too strong.
Okay.
If
What?
you were gonna rank yourself, what would
You
you
mean a
call yourself?
human?
Maybe like a 6?
That's
Like
too low.
near average, I guess?
You gotta hit yourself with a 10. Always, girl. I'll give you a 7.5.
Okay.
I'm a talent scout. I could see you.
Why do you keep saying that? Homeboy out here wants everybody to know. He wants everybody to know. Hey, I'm a talent scout, by the way. It's like you're a vegan. He's the fucking vegan of this particular series. Holy shit, dude. Give it a fucking... I'm a talent scout. Fuck. 7.2. At the bar, she'd be like a 9 at the bar, I feel. But a 7.2 is good. She'd be on the cover of 7.2 magazine. Like, it's just a vibe there. I like the outfit, too, right? That, like, kind of quirky skirt. You got some flowers. You got a little jacket over that. I'm a fan of that. 7.2. Actually, you know what? No. 7.5. This guy might be accurate with that. This guy actually might be accurate. It's not because he's a fucking talent scout.
In commercials, like, just bring the confidence, girl.
Okay.
Look in the mirror. See yourself and be like, I'm bad.
Okay.
Oh, this guy
My
sucks.
first impression is
This is why I think this is why I clicked on this video in particular. I saw the thumbnail and I got excited. Let's see what happens.
you're very green.
Yeah, a lot of like different types of green going on here. Like the hair has got some green, you've got some green on your bracelet.
You're like goth?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes?
Today.
What are you when you're not goth?
Sometimes I dress more like rock, sometimes more punk, sometimes a little bit more grungy, sometimes I mix them all together.
That's cool.
I think that's the worst part. Believe it or not, you might think and go, "Oh, PigCake's gonna go for the low-hanging fruit," right? Literally because of the pear shape. But no, my friends, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm gonna say. The inconsistency. Pick one. You're a goth. You're a punk. You're a whatever you want to be, right? Pick one and stick to it. Don't just, I'm just gonna be whatever. I'm just gonna be whatever. You're inconsistent. That's who you are. My goodness, you'd have to go to 19 different stores for that. Be consistent with what did she say? What do you not? You're not goth.
Sometimes I dress more like rock, sometimes more
Rock,
more
punk.
punk,
Those are what? Grungy, like all different things.
sometimes a little bit more grungy, sometimes I mix them all together.
Mix them. It's like a cardinal sin. Oh. 6.7. 9s and 10s are model status. Most people actually use 1 through 8. That's not a goth, that grunge core. I know my fashion. It was a hobby of mine. That's great. Grunge core. Oh.
That's cool. That's cool.
What do you find to be the most attractive part about yourself?
I don't know, I got big boobs, so probably that.
Oh.
Or like everybody likes my eyes. I think my eyes
Value
are
the
fine
honesty.
too.
I'll give you an 8.5 because I really dig the strong aesthetic.
I'm going to give you
Strong. Let me tell you, I grew up, right, where if you were a normal, I grew up in a Cuban household, right? And Cubans, especially the old ones, have this weird, antiquated idea of strength, right? Where which technically could be true because the more weight you have, the more, you should have an advantage when it comes to moving weight, just the laws of mass. But they would assume if you were fat, that you were strong and you were healthy, right? Oh, you got some meat on you. You're healthy. You're strong. You got it, big boy. And then someone that was skinny. I was skinny most of my life, right? Like very skinny. I'm unhealthy. I'm weak. I'm anorexic. I grew up with that. They were like, oh, yeah, you need to eat, man. You need to eat. You're not going to survive if you don't eat. And then my grandmother would make me eat plates of fucking rice and beans and all this stuff. And she would sit there and make sure that I would eat it because they were afraid that I was like throwing away the food because I was skinny. And they couldn't understand. Mijo skinny. No, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it through the winter. And then you look at the rest of my family, they're like meatballs. They're just their meatballs. Just all right. And then they're perfectly fine. Because that mentality is, oh, if he's big, he's strong, and he's healthy. He's got some food in him. Meanwhile, their cholesterol is redlining. So, so Homeboy here said something that reminded me of that. Homeboy just said the line that just took me back to growing up in that household.
You an 8.5 because I really dig the strongest.
Right here, Homeboy. By Homeboy, I mean my girl here. I really dig the strong aesthetic. Strong. It's a very nice way of saying something that you don't really want to call this particular individual. For fear, honestly, I feel it might be mostly fear, but 8.5, I think is grotesquely generous.
Aesthetic.
I'm gonna give you an 8.
There's no way. There's no way. What I would have liked, and I think the show would have probably done better if they would have presented pictures to the individuals. Maybe I should fucking work for them. Presented pictures, right? They go, hey, here's 6 pictures, right? We want you to give your rating, right? So here, give your rating for the individuals. And then they're confronted by the individuals. Like, oh, you gave her a 2. Because in person, he's like, you're an 8. Yeah, definitely an 8. There's no way you with your high top Nikes, all right, and your skinny jeans are going to give this person a fucking 8 as a talent scout. Okay, buddy?
You like to jump around and do what makes you happy, so that's cool. That's cool. Nice to meet you. Okay, so quick look down. You seem like maybe more rugged than the average person. I could see you like maybe on a motorcycle or something.
Wow, you're calling her
like,
essentially a
I know
butch.
there's some like hair coloring going on here. That's cool.
You're giving very like grungy, like teenage vibes. How old are you? 17?
I'm almost 30.
Okay, 17. You're going to guess 17. Come on. You're lowering yourself here, my dear. I gave you a high score. Come on. Come on.
How would you describe yourself?
Genderqueer goblin.
I don't really know what that means in terms of like character qualities. Because like when I hear goblin, I think of like the mythical creature.
I would say a 7. Your personal style is not in tune with like my personal style.
I would say...
Yo, call me a ballerina because we just got 2 2s, right? Yeah, you get it? Because the previous one was a 2, and then this one's a 2. It's a 2-2. Call me a ballerina.
Maybe like a 7. I think you have like a very distinct look, and I think it suits you, and I like it. It's probably going to put some people off, but those are probably people that you're not going to be very interested in anyway.
Accurate.
Hi. You got a great smile. Thanks. Want to turn around? You can if you want. Okay, I like your jacket. That's pretty dope. I don't know what the vibe is called, but it's your vibe.
Okay, I think I'm done with this. See what other zany characters they get. This is literally like a Rick and Morty episode. Like, what zany characters are they going to bring in?
This is the least to most attractive.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely interested in women.
How was that for you today?
Least to most attractive. Oh, okay. That was rough. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize that I put you through that. These streams are really tanky, man. My goodness, holy shit. That was I'm dying in the inside slowly, but I do think, as a conclusion, the ratings were a little bit higher than normal, right? I think we need to be more honest. I was honest with myself. I see my flaws, right? Height is the main flaw there. Height, as a matter of fact, I would argue, is the only flaw. Peter Prime says I'd give her a 0. That fashion style is called trashy core. I would say trash bag core, maybe. After hearing all them lie, they have gone down a mark or two. They're definitely all lying. Yeah. And my homeboy with I'm a talent scout. Who watches The Watchmen, my friends? Who scouts those who scout the talent? Because maybe they should do a better job. Let me go here. Most scouts exclude using 7, which forces a more realistic score, usually going down to a 6. Waj says I'd give her a 4.20, which I imagine you will need a lot of to give her an 8. You should let viewers send in pictures and rate them live. Sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea, right? I do believe some other people have done that and gotten a little bit of flack, but I believe that they were doing that with underage people. And I do believe for the most part, fans of this channel, I say fans very lightly, but people that enjoy this sort of content tend to be a little bit older. I got into an argument, as a matter of fact, if I do recall, with an individual on Reddit saying, oh, great, look at this guy just doing videos. Now all these dumb kids are going to learn these stupid magic apps. I'm like, my average age demo for this channel is between, you have, it's 25 to 45 is the highest percentage. And I think it's 60-something percent of people that watch it is between that. And he goes, that's still young. I'm like, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I'd give you a 69. The Asian girl wins. I think the other one had a strong holding. Asian girl is definitely pretty, but the basic one, I like the basic one, man. So I would say in that group, including the dudes, let's go back here briefly and see with them lined up, especially fucking Steve from Blue's Clues if he had thalidomide as a child. Let's see. So try not to include gender. I would say out of the dudes, well, try not to include gender, and then I say out of the dudes. But she is holding court, I feel, right? Her and the Asian really hold it. The other ones aren't even people. Out of the dudes, I think Homeboy here, man. Homeboy here got it. Humble, right? I got a nice haircut, very clean, right? Takes care of himself, you could tell. This guy's, no fucking, look at what the captions are hiding. His stupid fucking high-top shoes and his dumb V-neck and his stupid fucking jacket with the jeans. With the jeans. What are you, a stand-up comic? You're doing your tight 5? Goblin was accurate. Homeboy here went up just because, right? I liked his little swagger, maybe the cologne. I'm willing to bet Dior Savage for sure. I'm willing to bet this one is Pizza Hut. That's a low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry, I had to go there. But the Asian and her definitely, I think, are the most attractive, followed by this dude, and then this dude, and then this dude. And then, I unfortunately have to say this dude, and then this dude, and then the rest, right? Negligible. It's science. I think that's scientific. I don't think that there's any debate with that. The Asian girl gets it for me. Good point, Corn. Let's see what Corn said. I'm 44. What's everybody's age here? 32, 41. When I'm trying to catfish. See, it's about in line with my age. I'm a 32-year-old man, right? I kept that hidden, but I realized, you know what? All my information's already out there. People have already sent me various instances of my information, so it's not like it's hiding. But my friends, that is the stream for today. I'll definitely do another one tomorrow, right? 4 p.m. Eastern time. Although it might be a little bit later than that because I do like to walk on those days. And I could see by the missed calls that definitely I'm on a time crunch. So some advice on the end of the stream, I would say a cologne smell is very attractive, right? So you want to make sure that you smell good. I've mentioned that before. You don't want to have it overpowering, but at the same time, you don't just want to spray a piece of poop. So it has to have a canvas. The canvas has to smell nice. So, insider trading. Nancy Pelosi partakes in that. That's the other more crucial bit.